it been? How fast has it been that my beard has started to grow back and my hair grown back since I cut it last week? I think it's been a week. Jesus, I'll have a beard again before we know it. Good morning. It is just after 10 o'clock on Wednesday, the 26th of February. February has kind of screamed past. I'm kind of looking forward to March, April, May time at the moment, mainly because it ends the Emotions and Passions month of February in my fabulous book that I read on a daily basis, because it's just a page a day to read. Don't have many books where I do that, so it's kind of been a nice little treat to jump in and do a page instead of having to read loads of because the problem with the book with me is that I get started on something and I enjoy a chapter so much that I end up reading 4 chapters, which is fine because it's almost like meditation in itself, and kind of inspires a lot of deeper thoughts to have better well-formed blogs. But I don't have the time at the minute. I've got so many things that I want to be building out that it kind of gets in the way, and I feel like even if I meditate for 15 minutes, I'd still be thanks for that. I'd still be thinking about it. March is Awareness Month, which I'm really looking forward to. This was Passions and Emotions was February, and boy, have we had a lot of those on the Steam blockchain. Today is To Each His Own, which I've lost the page, so I've quickly got to find it. Another has done me wrong, question mark. Let him see to it he has his own tendencies and his own affairs. What I have now is what the common nature has willed, and what I endeavour to accomplish now is what my nature wills. So yeah, I mean, kind of, it's in my nature to just move past things very quickly. I think it's important in life to have an opinion about something and get it off your chest. But I don't really hold many grudges in life. There's people that infuriate me for stupid reasons, and I do try and let that go. Every day I try and let that go a little bit more. I think the more I work on my own things, the way I work on my own kind of attitude and giving attention to other details in my life, which I might have just ignored for many, many years, maybe decades, I feel like I get better at that. I get better at being a little bit more understanding, or being a little less reactionary, or being a little less forceful, or even mean about certain things. So it just takes time. It just takes time, and it takes working at it every single day. So I try not to live in the grumpy old man, 40, 50, 60-year-old man zone of being everything's fucked and this is broken and it's your fault. At the end of the day, it's going to take all of it's going to take all of us to actually get life changing for us all. It's going to take every single one of us to do our bit, whatever our bit looks like. And I absolutely love this book on a daily basis because of the little wisdom, perseverance, and art of living statements it makes on a daily basis. I thought it was going to be a book where I was going to have to read all the way through it, but I really loved the idea of seasons, months broken down into seasons, and look at them from a specific angle. I've always been the kind of person that hits January running because I'm an earth sign, ground sign, so I'm just kind of all right, fresh new year, fresh new start. And then I get to this next month, March or April, I'm sort of exhausted by then, mentally exhausted, because all the things that I kind of wanted to get in place, either I didn't get them done or they didn't turn out like I wanted them to. So this has made me reframe my month by month, but also approach them seasonally in terms of mental health, which is a first for me. I've never had that in my life before. I've never looked at it February needs to be about passion and passion and attention. Keeps on getting this wrong. Passions and emotions, and how they interconnect, and how come one flares up the other one. So that's been really liberating for me, I think. Today I'm going to be continue to work on the TRON overlay layout pack. I hit a little bit of a snag, mainly because of the way that Apple and Core Animation works on Mac. Not every piece of software does a great job of anti-aliasing, and because TRON's logo is very much like a vector shape, as you scale that down, it starts to look really kind of nasty. So I've had to take the SVGs, which are like vectors, And I've actually literally had to size them down to the size that I want and then export them as PNGs, because if I bring them, I can't bring them in as SVGs because it won't allow me to do that. And if I do bring them in as the PNG versions, the big PNG versions, and scale down, they look absolutely garbage. So I've downloaded a free piece of software, which I've used before for laser cutting actually, called Inkscape, and brought the SVGs into that, and then I can scale them down to the size that I want and then export them as PNGs, and they're super sharp. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. If you have any like premeditated is the wrong word. If you have any overhang after the last week about Steam and about Tron and about witnesses and about any of that stuff, I suggest that you wipe that mental slate clean. This is where we are today. The Steam blockchain is still up and running. We can still post to it. That's a wonderful thing. And we move forward, right? And if we can move forward together, and if we can raise the bar when it comes to what is cryptocurrency, what is value, I think Steam, whatever you think about what's just happened, I think Steam's done an amazing job of sending a message to the whole cryptocurrency sphere that whatever you thought about Steam, that's fine, but we're securing the chain. I do have my reservations about invested interests, about Steam businesses who are also consensus witnesses, but that's just my personal opinion. I think that blurs the line a little bit between securing a chain and then also having vested interest in it. But then we wouldn't have any consensus witnesses of that high caliber with that amount of Steam power if we didn't have the Steam project. So it's kind of like a chicken and egg situation. Anyway, that's it for me today. I just wanted to do a little vlog about my little book today, and I'm just starting a 2-hour sprint now, jumping into this Tron layout stuff, and I'll be sharing this on another account if you are interested as I walk through it. I think I'm going to do like fade-ins and little animations, and I'm also going to do a little recording on my Team Humble account about something that I've found interesting in the brand guide details for Tron, and I think it might help Steam businesses who are looking to align with Tron and have better sit-down meetings and maybe conversations with them to align their principles with Tron's principles. And the brand guide is very, very telling if you give it a chance to communicate what it's trying to get across. All right, I will speak to you soon. You have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Goodbye. Drifting